Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Slayer. Of course, I am Chris Chaos here with the 401 from Monday Night Raw in Indianapolis, Indiana, October the 9th, 2017. Now, I have a lot of things that I want to get off my chest about this, so I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible. This was an absolutely stacked edition of Monday Night Raw. To really take a step back and really look at it, a lot of things happened here. A lot of pretty big things, actually. The Mizzies, awesome, epic, because the Miz just knows how to sell anything. The Shield, you know what? I think it's wrong. They didn't stretch this out enough for me personally. But that's the day and age we live in. People want things now. They don't want to wait for it. They don't want to wait for the payoff. They want the payoff now. They want you to tease it and then pay it off immediately. And that's what WWE did in this situation. I hate it. But it is what it is. We have to move forward. Jason Jordan beats Carl Anderson. Elias Sampson beats Apollo Crews. Braun Strowman beats Matt Hardy. And then I thought he was going to break him, make him broken. And the Shield tried to break Braun Strowman. They attacked him, gave him the triple power bomb, whatever. Kurt Angle, before that, Kurt Angle makes the TLC match at TLC. Shield versus Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus. Well, then they cut this promo where they said it doesn't matter how many people it's going to be. Well, Miz goes to Kurt Angle. Let's test Dean's integrity. He said 4, 5, 6. How about you just give me one more person in my TLC match? Kurt Angle obliges. Enter Braun Strowman. And Kurt looked scared. And it was fantastic. I kind of feel like now that a Kurt Angle Braun Strowman match would be better. Anyway, and I don't like this match because there's no titles on the line. In a TLC match, I want a title on the line. This is the first time that they've ever done this. If you recall, if you remember, and I don't know how the new games are, but the old school SmackDown vs. Raw games, those were the last ones that I played. They had the option where you could pin in a TLC match and not climb a ladder. You know, you could have a TLC match and just not have it be for a title, and that's what this is. My idea, listen very closely. You have the Intercontinental title, and you have the tag titles. They can't be defended now because they're in the TLC. Let's defend them. Let's hang all three of those titles up. Winner takes all. So you say if Team Miz wins, Miz retains the Intercontinental title, Sheamus and Cesaro get the tag team titles back. And Braun's just kind of left out in the cold here, unfortunately. Unless Braun's the one that pulls down the title, which would be funny. It would be very entertaining, that kind of dynamic. But if the Shield wins, they retain the tag titles, and Roman Reigns becomes the Intercontinental title. Spitballing. Off the top of my head. Yeah, I stole that, but whatever. The idea is fantastic, and you know it is. I'm such a genius. Just off the top of my head, I thought about this. Mickie James, absolutely tremendous. Tremendous promo. Killed it. The only thing is, she said put your big girl pants on. I would have popped way bigger had she said, why don't you put your big girl panties on and get in here and fight. Just that little thing, that little difference, to me, makes all the difference in the world. Of course, Alexa comes out, responds, and she leads into this video montage, which was so great. And then they brawl. Mickie gets the best of her, and you know, Alexa tries to walk away after teasing that she's actually going to get in the ring, and Mickie goes after her. By the way, I'm a very big fan of Nick Aldis right now, because the husband of Mickie James, let's be honest, Mickie is still fine. And her booty, she did that on purpose. Of course she did. Her booty looked fantastic. And I am a connoisseur of all types of booties. Big booties, small booties, blubber booties, toned booties. I like them all. But Mickey's, it's got to be on pretty close at the top of my list. I don't know. I have to look at the list. But anyway. Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali versus the Brian Kendrick, Jack Gallagher. It wasn't... something just didn't feel right. Like it didn't feel like... There's so much else going on that it just didn't feel like they put a lot of time in this. There were a couple of botchy little spots that took away from it for me. Kendrick and Gallagher won. Finn Balor comes out, and he was about to challenge Bray Wyatt, which should be a tables match. Let's just make them have the tables match. By the way, there is no ladder match. There is no tables match. There's no chairs match. Is this or is this not TLC that's coming up? Those are all the gimmick matches. Use them. I just got to call you out on that because you do it all the time, and now you don't. I'm okay if you don't want to do a chairs match, because I never really loved that idea. If you don't want to do a tables match, I understand. At least put one of these titles in a ladder match. I have said for weeks, the women's title. Put the women's title in the ladder match, or make the ladder match for the women's title. It makes a lot of sense to me. Let's Mickie James prove how not old she is and climb up a ladder. I think it's brilliant. Let's do 2 ladder matches. I don't care. Let's just do it. And you can kick the freaking show off with the women's title. I guarantee you the place will pop. It will pop huge. The 5-way. Oh, Bray Wyatt is Sister Abigail. How do you kill Bray Wyatt? You make him Sister Abigail. Horrible. Just horrendous. The 5-way, everybody's fighting for a spot to lose to Asuka when she debuts. Sasha, Emma, Foxy, Dana, Bayley. And Bayley actually gets pinned by Foxy, which I love. But a lot of people will talk about what this does to Bayley. Well, it does nothing to Bayley. Emma ends up winning it, which I said on Twitter that she would. I said they'll end up putting over Emma here, just so she can be the one that puts over Asuka. And to me, it probably makes the most sense, because you don't want to do the Asuka-Bayley rematch just yet, and you definitely don't want to do for the first time Sasha and Asuka. That needs to be on a pay-per-view somewhere, where they've had some build and it means something. I was in attendance at a Emma versus Asuka match in Memphis, and it was very, very good. And I can only imagine, given the time on a pay-per-view, what they could do. So Emma gets the win, and back to the elimination thing. Cole didn't even know that it was an elimination. Nobody knew. They didn't announce it. Dana Brooke has been eliminated. Oh, well, I had my notes wrong. Apparently it is an elimination match. You've got to... You know better than this, guys. You got to direct this. Now, I blame that on Kevin Dunn. I blame that on Vince, too, because they're in Gorilla. They should know. And then, to end off the night, Cruiserweight title in a lumberjack match, which I'm cool with. I'm actually not as cool with the Cruiserweights ending the show again. And next week should be the end of that. Next week, the participants in the TLC match should end the show. So you shouldn't have to see the Cruiserweights in the show, at least for next week, because of the steel cage stipulation, because they're doing Braun and Roman in a steel cage, which it was just a month ago that Braun and Show had their steel cage match. I mean, kind of overdoing it there, especially with the gimmick matches now. You just had a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Now you're doing another cage match. Then you're having the next pay-per-view was a TLC match full of gimmicks. What gives? Anyway, Kalisto wins the title, and we all go on our merry ways very happy. So there it is. That's all I have. make sure to come back here tomorrow for the 4114 SmackDown Live. As always, follow me on Twitter at TheAnswerChaos. I will be live tweeting the show tomorrow night. I will probably be a little late. Tonight, I thought I was going to be late. Ended up getting off work being able to leave a little bit earlier, so I got home in time to watch the show from start to finish. But tomorrow night's probably another story, so we'll just see how that works out for us. If not, I'll still give thoughts. I'll still, tweet about it as I see it, and then, of course, I'll put up the 411 at the end of the night. So, until then, that's all I have for you for right now. So, deuces, of course, as always, and chaos. Hey, I'm out of here.